Aloha, what's up, trappers? Welcome to Virgo Trap Kitchen, or welcome back. It's your girl, Chef Kimme, dropping you guys a gem, precious one. It's the only kind I drop, precious gems, Fiesta hot water cornbread. That's right, taking it up a notch, another level. So hot water cornbread, you guys, I grew up eating this in the South, Tennessee in the house, Tennessee in the house. So, guys, it's a great addition to any meal, or just it can stand on its own. All right, trappers, let's get into the trap, and I'm going to show you guys how to make this delicious mouth-watering cornbread. Okay, trappers, shaka, aloha, once again. So all the measurements, trappers, will be down below, but I am going to go ahead and just let you know what you need for this recipe. So we will be starting off with 2 cups of self-rising flour. If you don't have self-rising, I'm also putting a recipe down below to show you how to make it. Our seasoning, various seasoning. Cornmeal is bland, you guys. You got to put something in it. Fire roasted chili peppers, medium, generous 1/2 cup of black beans, los negros, and 1 piece of thick cut bacon that I rendered, aka cooked, also with its drippings. Okay, not just the oil, but the drippings, and a generous 1/2 cup of cheese. I know some of y'all might be like, cheese, wait, this is hot water cornbread, how that's gonna work? Just hang on. Chef Kimme gonna show you how to work it out. And of course, we got our kettle over there, hot water. And if you ain't got a kettle like that, girl, just put a pan on the stove, put a pot on the stove, and boil the water. If you don't have a pot, then I don't know what to say. God help you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I almost lost the seasoning, y'all, but I got it. I got it. I got it. Can I put on my Food Network voice? Okay, thank you. So now that we've got the seasoning all inside, guys, we're gonna mix this really well. We really want to incorporate everything so that it's all nice and blended together, and we have just this great balance of flavor and spices. Everything is nice and even. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and add those baking drippings along with the rendering of the fat that we had from that, that 1 piece of bacon that was left in the pack, wondering why I didn't cook it. But anyway, slowly, guys, slowly we're gonna add in our hot water. Okay, let me jump out of my voice right here, guys. Listen, you gotta just take your time with this. Please don't put a lot of hot water in. You want to make it the consistency that actually you like it. But this type of bread actually works good when it's more on the thicker side, especially if you're using, like myself, I'm using a fine cornmeal. All cornmeals, guys, are not created the same. Okay, just ask the essays. They know all about it. All cornmeals are not the same. And sometimes it just depends on where you are, what type of cornmeal is sold around you. Excuse me, but like I grew up with my grandma making this with good old Martha White self-rising cornmeal, or that lily white. I don't know why everything was white. I think they done took that off now. I think they done took that off the package, just like Aunt Jemima. They gave Auntie a break. They retired her finally. Okay, so slowly, you guys, slowly, just a little bit at a time, adding that hot water. And you can also use a bigger bowl. I actually, you guys, like to use a smaller bowl because it just helps me to keep a handle on the texture of the cornbread, and also making sure I don't add too much hot water, because it makes me have to like keep everything nice and tight, blending it around and all those things. All right, guys, just keep mixing to the type of consistency you want. And honestly, like I said, guys, this should be a little bit thick. We are not making corn fritters. We're not making corn fritters. It's not corn fritters. It shouldn't be like a spongy pancake or something like that. It's not corn fritters. Okay, this is hot water cornbread made from the peoples. Okay, the peoples made this, and it's not for us. It's not corn fritters. So it shouldn't be all loose and things like that. You want to keep it kind of thick. All right, we're going to go ahead and start folding in our other ingredients. So first, we're just going to start with those black beans, just kind of gently folding them in. It's still a little bit too thick, so I'm going to add some more hot water. And also a key thing with this cornbread, guys, is the hot water. Dang, I don't know. It's like I couldn't hardly get the hot water. It's the hot water that actually cooks the cornmeal. Like some people just eat this like this down south. It's called cornmeal mush back in the day. Like back in the day, you know what I'm saying? They used to call it corn pound, some corn pound. But people, yes, I've seen people like put sugar and butter and hot water and eat it just like that. But we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So, okay, guys, those 2 ounces are mild fire roasted chilies are going in. And you can use something hotter. Okay, guys. Or you can use fresh, but the only problem with that is cooking time. This cornbread, like I said, the hot water is cooking it, so it cooks up pretty fast. So if you use fresh or raw jalapenos, you will be maybe still getting some crunch and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna put that bacon in there. Guys, I really only used 1 piece of bacon intentionally, not that really it was all I had left in the pack. But you know, the bacon is not the star, even though it is delicious. Okay, it is delicious, not that nutritious, but it is delicious. But it is protein, though. It's still protein, don't get it twisted. But anyway, because you don't want it to overpower. This is Fiesta hot water cornbread, not bacon hot water cornbread. Oh, look at the cheese. We got the cheese, but we ain't gonna add the cheese just yet. Don't add the... Girl, didn't I just tell you don't add the cheese? Okay, but anyway, come on. We over here at the stove. Come on. All right, so we got our oil. Okay, we heating it up. And you guys can see I just covered the bottom of the pan. I'm using canola oil. You know, I ain't a scoop because I don't have grandma's hands. Yeah, I can't be digging my hands into that hot cornmeal. I'm just, okay, whatever. But I just covered the bottom of the pan. Oh, we're adding the cheese in now. Add that cheese in there. And you guys, the cheese is going to melt. But the thing about the cheese is that you will still be able to taste it in the cornbread. Oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys. Look at me scooping it right on in. Look at it. It looks good already. So you're going to want to have like a medium to high temperature because you are frying it. You want it to be nice and crispy. And like I said before, guys, before I interrupted my own self talking about grandma's hands, we're not making hush puppies. So you don't need like a ton of freaking oil. That is like such a misconception with frying stuff sometimes. We're not deep frying it. We're not making, this is hot water cornbread, like some corn cakes, but not corn fritters. You don't need a ton of oil, okay? Just cover the pan, just cover the bottom. All right, you see how I just scooped those in there and I mashed them down a little bit. You don't have to mash them down. I kind of like mine a little flat, not like a pancake, but still like a little flat. All right, guys, how are you gonna know when to flip it? Well, we're gonna make sure that the edges are nice and golden brown. You see how that is? I actually like mine really super dark. I like it really, really crispy, you guys. I like it when you bite into it, you hear that crunch on the outside, and then the middle is, you know, nice and soft, okay? But yeah, you can see, and don't be afraid, guys, to rotate it. Rotate your hot water cornbread so it cooks evenly, you know, just do a nice little rotation. And you guys, don't crowd the pan. You can see that I only have 3 in the pan. Yes, I probably could have used 4, but I don't like to crowd the pan when I'm cooking this cornbread. And it's something special. It's not something that, you know, I eat every day, or you would want to eat every day. It is a lot of oil, okay? Let's just be real. All right, but see how it's nice and it's golden brown. Okay, now here I'm going to get ready and go ahead and flip it over. You can use your hand if you're not skilled, or like myself, I'm using a pan that has like higher lips on the side, so that way I can just kind of put it on the side and flip it over. Or you can just, like I said, just use your hand, and you know, it is hot though. You better be careful, it's hot. All right, guys, make sure you keep these kind of pulled apart, because especially at the beginning, because if you don't, they will stick together. They will stick together. All right, see how nice and golden brown it is. This is where I like the color. I like it. You might like it a little bit lighter, but I really like it like this. It's yummy, it's crunchy, it's crispy. It still be like crunchy the next day and everything. Deliciousness. All right, guys, just pretty much at this point, you're just gonna be frying up your hot water cornbread, and also adding oil. as you need it. You guys that see me, I'm taking these out. You guys too, make sure you just have your stuff ready too. Like when it's time for the cornbread to come out, because this is hot, you want to make sure that you got something beside you ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna cook the rest of it, and you guys can see that little smoke. Y'all see the smoke? No, I don't want smoke, girl. But it was some smoke coming off. So if you see the little smoke there, feel free to just kind of like maybe turn your stove down a little bit, especially if you cooking on an electric stove and not gas. All right, so added a little bit more oil, just covering the bottom of the pan. And actually these guys, I'm going to speed this up here because we're pretty much doing the same thing we just did. And in fact, only in the difference in this one, this batch, I actually just made them a little bit bigger. Yeah, they're really versatile, so you can really just do whatever it is you want to do. So yeah, guys, just finishing up frying the rest of our mix. Super easy, super easy. And voila, there is our Fiesta hot water cornbread, you guys. It's delicious and it's hot. Hot water cornbread, not corn fritters, not corn fritters. Don't get it twisted. Okay, trappers, you can serve this with just about anything, but it pairs very well with soups, stews, things like chilies, think beans, think saucy butter chicken dishes. Absolute yumminess. Or you can jazz it up the way I have here. Sour cream, salsa, avocado, cilantro, green onions. Absolute deliciousness. Well, mahalo, trappers, and thank you for joining me of another edition at Virgo Trap Kitchen. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, guys. Mahalo. Chef Kimme out. See you next time.